Shalom Yasharahla. First and foremost, I give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Bakat Yahweh, Bakat Yahushai, Bakat Yahweh, Bakat Yahushai, Bakat Yahweh, Bakat Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Abraham's doing. This is the brother Iramia back at you with another video. Today's video is going to be titled Falling into the Cares of This Life. Meaning, whether you let your family, your job, or your worldly possessions bring you down, and your worldly possessions being your money, your house, your cars, all things that you possess in this world, all your assets or whatnot. Those are the things that I mean it when I say your worldly possessions. If you let them things cast you down, then you will eventually let these things choke the world out of you. And once these things choke the world out of you, then hey, you ain't no more uh prophet of Yahweh Shem Shah. You just an ordinary man who was cast out of this truth. And that's a scary thing to be cast out uh, of this truth, you know, because I know nobody wants to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because once you have this word and you let this word go, the the Most High, He coming to seek vengeance upon you for that because you took this word for granted. You didn't truly love this word. You you took this word as a play, you know. Because if you was serious about this, you wouldn't let none of these things come before Yahweh Shem Shai. But with that, let me get into this lesson. The first precept by Yahweh is Matthew 10 and 35. It says, "For I come to set a variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and the man's foe shall be of his own household." Time. So the Most I tell you, he come now, uh, he come to separate you. He come to separate the sheep from the goat. So if your mother ain't in this world, your father ain't in this world, and if you in this world, the Most High, He coming to set division among you. He can cast them over there and He can cast you over there. Two different sides, two different groups. It says a man's foe shall be of their own household. Can because once you have this word of Yahweh Shem Shai, you will have many try come up against you, trying to choke this word out of you, telling you things as if you crazy, threatening you, uh uh Salakia, threatening you, telling you you gotta move out the house. They can call the police on you. They can kill you or what's not. There were plenty things that your so-called family can say and do against you to try to choke this word of you, to try to bring you down, you know? But all this have to happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Let me read verse 37. Matthew 10:37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Can it couldn't say it better. So if you allowing your family, your so-called family, to say things and do things, and you let that get to you, and you end up going against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then you ain't worthy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You letting them change your mind. You letting them persuade you and sway you into the next direction because you love them so much. You saying, "Oh, I love you so much, I can't lose you." If you let that happen to you, then hey, you ain't worthy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You ain't worthy of uh, of the kingdom. You know, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So if you willing to give up everything for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, boy, that that right there itself in its own, that's a blessing because a great reward is coming your way for that. You dropping everything for Yahweh, you putting Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first. You ain't care about your family. You ain't care about your job. You ain't care about your worldly treasures. You putting the Lord first. Trust me. That that right there can be a good thing for you coming because the Most High, He keep a record of these things. He will bless you with the things that you truly desire. Once you gain that salvation, anything you want, He can give you twofold, a hundredfold. He can multiply that by your He can multiply that by your greatest desires. You know. Let me get this next precept. This is Matthew 12:46. While he yet to talk to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. They're speaking about his real mother, you know. Verse 47. Then said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is he, Salakia, who is my mother, and who is my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever do the will of Yahweh, my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. Can Yahweh couldn't have said it any better. Those who do the will of the supreme power Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai are your true family. Those who striving under the truth unto death with you alongside you, who putting this who casting this word first, who putting out this word, who, who doing what's commanded. They are your true family. Not those who trying to speak against you, trying to scoff at you, trying to bring you down, trying to tell you things to go against Yahweh, to go against Yahweh Bashim Shai. They ain't your real family. Your real family will be those who doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai. So why would you choose them over Yahweh Bashim Shai? Why would you choose them over your true brethren, your true sister, your true mothers? Why would you choose them over those who actually striving and those who actually doing what the Lord has commanded? Because those are the only people that are the most I love. Those that do his commandments. I said in John 14 and 15, those are the only people the most I love. So why would you not choose the ones who the most I love? Instead, you choose the ones who the most I hate. That shows lack of faith within yourself. Because you saying one thing, you saying you believe in Yahweh Bashin Yahweh, but yet you choose to be with those of a different mindset. That's a double-minded person right there. You double-minded because you ain't even know what you want. You know? There's a Micah 7 and 6. For the son dishonored the father, and the daughter riseth up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. I said it again. So them same people that you living with. For example, if you was the only person in that house, right? Who will leave in your house in your share. You're the only person who striving and the truth unto that. Whether it be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, whoever, your grandma, your uncle, whoever live in that household with you, if they trying to bring you down, they are enemy. They're enemy of you and they are enemy of Yahweh Bashin Yahushua because they despise this word. You know, they ain't getting no salvation for scoffing. The only thing will come in their way is death. Salakia. The only thing that come in their way is death because they cast they cast out the Most High's word void. They take this thing for granted. And if you go there and you let them choke this word out of you, then you take this thing for granted also, and you also will become an enemy of Yahweh Shem Shai because you take the hand of that plow, and once you take the hand of the plow, then you ain't fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai anymore. We bring on that precept. Luke 9 and 62. And Yahweh Shai said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So if you in this word, right, and you letting your family, that job or your worldly possessions, being that money, your car, your house, or whatever treasure you have, whatever that is, if you let any of them things come uh come before you and take your attention away from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then you ain't fit for the kingdom because you take your hand off the plow right there. You lack faith. If you can let these things choke down over you, you ain't fit for the kingdom of the Most High. That plain and that simple. And these are my words. These are the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He have these written on inside the book, inside the Bible. He have these written on inside that. These are my words. I'm just a messenger. I only can tell you what the Most High put on my spirit. You know. So if you take your hand off that plow, boy, you lose a chance of salvation and you gain a chance at that. A more likely chance at that because salvation ain't guaranteed if you's the elect and no one knows who's the elect. So if you was hoping to be a part of that elect and you take your hand off the plow, then you guarantee yourself a one-way ticket to death. You know? This is Proverbs 11 and 4. Now, this goes into y'all who trust in your money, who trust in your worldly possessions. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Can so if you put if you keep stacking those uh riches up, all your worldly things, all of them are wicked, all of them are wickedness in the eyes of Yahweh and Yahshua because you can't buy away in that salvation. You can't buy away in the Kenan, the love of Yahweh and Yahshua. In order for you to show that you love Yahweh and Yahshua, to show the faith that you have in Yahweh and Yahshua, you can do His will. You ain't gonna let things like riches take that away from you. You ain't gonna let things like your job take that away from you, and you ain't gonna let things like your family take that away from you. Once you say you're a true believer of your Salak, Salak yo. Once you say you're a true believer of Yahweh Shem Shai, you can go and you can continue to stand in that. You can stand in that. You can stand on believing the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. You can stand on doing the things what He command. You ain't gonna try to change your way for the praise of this world because the praise of this world is nothing of the because so like the praise of this world is nothing. The praise of Yahweh Shem Shai is what matters because once you have that, then ain't no one could come against you because the Most High, He therefore will protect you. We love angels that camp around you, you know. And don't get me wrong, this walk which you walking ain't gonna be easy. Trials and tribulations will come. I ain't gonna tell you this whole thing is gonna be sweet because it ain't. I like them pastors who can preach you prosperity, 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 and riches and things like that, and love, love, love. I ain't gonna tell you them lies because that's lies. The Most High chastises who we love it. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. So you're gonna get whipped. You're gonna have to face trials and tribulations. But hey, it's up to you if you're gonna embrace that. You can't have things good all the time because the Most High is a power of righteousness. You have to have that evil and you have to have that good. He can make sure that balance. He ain't gonna have good coming all the time. No. So if you call yourself a true believer of Yahweh Shem Shai, you ain't have no doubt in your mind that hey, I getting this whipping right now, but trust me, things things are gonna get better. Better things are coming. You're gonna have that faith in Yahweh Shem Shai that things are gonna get better. You have to embrace the evil because once that evil is embraced, and the most I see you striving through that, once the most I see you overcoming that, then hey, he can deliver you out of that and he can bring great things your way. He will deliver you out of that. But some people just be like, oh, I can't take this. Lord, you love me. Yeah, if you so called love the Lord, you wouldn't question the Lord because you know these things have to happen. All y'all who follow this truth because y'all saying things is always bad. No, them bad things are honestly good things in the sight of Yahweh. So like yeah, them bad things, being them evil things, them trials and tribulations are honestly good things. They are righteous things in the sight of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Because once they happen, you are proven worthy. Like I got a little cold point. That's I gotta come on. So like ah, so once you are proven worthy and you overcome them things, then hey, then the actual good things are gonna come, and them good things are being the treasures of the kingdom of the Most High. That's salvation. That's the good thing that's gonna come. And we're gonna next precept, First John 12 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Can. So everything that is in the world are corrupt, are gonna pass away. But if you believe in on Yahweh Shem Yahshua, then you know for sure that his word is never gonna be passed away. His word is never gonna be dried up. His word is always gonna be fire. It's always gonna be pushing. It's always gonna be forever. And you have the faith and the understanding of that, then you believe that hey, if you doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, nothing's gonna come against you. These worldly things ain't nothing to you. Your job, your family, your worldly possessions, they are nothing. If they can choke the word of you, then you are nothing. Then you are the nothing. You know? Because if they could take you out of this world, then you was never a true servant of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. If you're gonna let your family talk things in your head to try sway you, if you're gonna let that job which you love so much come over you, if you can love your worldly possessions more than you love the Lord, then you was never a part of the Most High's posture. You know, then then you know for sure that you was never part of the elect because you let these worldly things choke you. And once the worldly things choke you, then you are considered an enemy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. James 4 and 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Lord? Whosoever, therefore, will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? So if you love the world, if you love your mommy too much, you love your daddy too much, you love your family too much, whoever it may be, if you love your worldly possessions too much, you love your job too much, what does it say? Whosoever, therefore, is a friend of the world is the enemy of power. It can't get no simpler than that. You are a enemy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You are not fit. So like you are not fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because you let these worldly things, you let these mortal things, these temporal things choke the word out of you. Matthew 6 and 25 and 26. So like for what is a man profited if he shall gain the world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? So you gotta have the whole world, then have the word of Yahweh Shai. Once you have the whole world, you're a wicked person because you choosing the vanity of this world over the gift. the blessing of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Vanity or the blessing. But you rocking with vanity because you love this world so much. You love your family way too much. You love your job way too much. You love your worldly possessions way too much. So you rather gain that and you rather lose your soul than rather lose all vanity and gain a chance of salvation. That, that, that's what y'all rather. Because y'all love your families way too much. Y'all love your jobs way too much. Y'all love your worldly possessions way too much. Y'all love this world too much. Y'all just love wickedness too much. That's all it is. Get these last two presets and get out of here. Second edges, 14 and 14. Let go from the modern thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off the weak nature. So loving the flesh, loving them, loving what is it saying? First John, kind. First John 2 and 16. For all the love of the world, the love of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. All of that is weak nature. If you loving all three of them things left off, then that's weak nature. You still in a kind of state of mind because you saying, "Oh, I don't want my family to turn against me. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to lose my possessions." That shows lack of faith. You never had faith to begin with if you still thinking them things. Modern thoughts, you gotta cast them things away. You gotta put off that weak nature because that only can make you weak. How you can say you and stand for Yahweh Shem Shai but still having model thoughts in your head? How? How? You can't go in a spiritual fight with a kind of thought, a kind of way of thinking. You can't stand in the spiritual fight if you still thinking fleshly. You gotta put them things off. You gotta prove yourself strong in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai because to him, if you still thinking of them things, you're weak. That's weak nature. Second, Salakia, Wisdom of Solomon, okay, chapter 14 and 14. By the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come surely to an end. Can so because you want the praises of this world, you want to keep your family, you want to keep your job, keep your worldly possessions, because you're worried about your worldly reputation. You can enter back into this world, and therefore your end is gonna be short. You know, death and destruction is only coming your way. Only death and destruction. You ain't getting that salvation what you was hoping for before. Because you already cast it out the door. You already threw it out the window. Only death shall be in your end, waiting at you. But with that, over this lesson was much edifying and it served this purpose. And I give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai for putting the spirit upon me to do this video. Shalom.